You guys, we're doing what we can here. We're doing what we can. Did you miss us? We missed you. We're doing what we can.
You guys see the fucking rebrand?
Come on, baby.
I think they can actually.
Drop an F-dog.
Oh! Wait, isn't it 30 seconds or something?
Well, it's like never.
Oh, really?
Like, remember we said we're not going to drop F-dogs anymore.
Okay, that's what we said? We're not.
Because remember, YouTube literally put F-dogs in the same camp as the other ones. Yeah. I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, no, but then you're like, can you even say
Can you even say, yeah. Well, no, you can. I think you can objectively say the term racial slur.
I think you can object to the use of racial slurs.
I obviously do. Folks, this is the That's Not Funny comedy podcast. We are a comedy duo. This is Tyler.
This is Jeff.
And we're trying to bring a little bit of Friday evening energy into your Monday morning. That's right. We stream this on Fridays, but it's being released on Monday for you.
Absolutely.
To get a little energy. Get a little something.
Get a little spicy.
Do not take any shit this week.
That's a big thing. And don't
be a dick
from yourself.
Yeah. Don't be a dick to others. Don't be a dick to yourself. But don't take shit from yourself. And don't take shit from others, folks.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say. If you don't have a hammer in your car already, get a hammer in your car.
That's step one. Ball peen, classic claw toe, whatever. That's fine. Anything you
hand sledge, great option.
It's not claw toe. I only knew ball peen.
Yeah.
Ball peen, rubber mallet. What is the typical? Is it claw toe?
Hand sledge, claw.
What is the?
What are the different types of hammers?
Types of hammers.
Folks, we're gonna give you the different types of hammers.
All right.
Types of hammers.
And we're technically going off schedule already, but
here we go.
Okay, claw hammer. What you thought? Sledgehammer. What you said? Rubber mallet. I said that. Ball peen hammer. Said that. The only one we're missing.
Cross peen hammer.
Cross peen.
The cross peen hammer.
Why does it literally look like it's?
Somebody used it as a murder weapon.
Can we?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Media sharing.
For some reason it. I don't know.
We can do that and we can't do that.
Okay.
We can do that and we can't do that. So,
well,
folks.
All right. So anyway, this is the That's Not Funny comedy podcast, folks. And while Tyler is bringing up these hammers, I'm just gonna lay out a little something for you.
There we go.
Okay. Well, let's dive in. I mean,
cross peen hammer.
What is that?
There's blood on the handle, folks.
Like folks.
There's blood on the handle.
Literally blood on the down from the sledge.
It's not good.
It's not what you want.
It's not what you want.
All right. So, folks, we are, of course, rebranding to the That's Not Funny comedy podcast. And kind of...
You can't say the F word anymore.
And you can't say the F word.
I just said it
We're trying to never say the F word, by the way.
Yeah, guys.
It's way harder for this guy because he constantly does it literally within the first, like he'll do it the most crucial point.
I've got a kid, too. I should be good.
You should be like the guy that has, like, the tight lips.
I should. I've never had the tight lips,
Goodness.
though.
And that's why you weren't popular at college. I don't know. I'm sorry, folks. That's not funny. And that brings us back. We are the That's Not Funny comedy podcast, and we are not trying to be funny. Yep. We're going to talk about a lot of serious stuff. Sometimes there's some comedy. That's up to you.
Absolutely.
But we're bringing things that are not funny. So if you're like, oh, that's not funny, that's kind of poor taste. Yeah.
Exactly. We baked it into the name, so I almost dropped an F-dog again.
But you didn't.
But I did.
And that's progress, baby.
That's progress.
Goddamn. I'm feeling good to be
so
back.
So we can say goddamn as long as we want. We can say
absolutely.
Goddamn
folks,
okay.
I missed you.
I need to lean in on my other swear words.
Yes,
I need to lean in. I need to gather myself.
Yes.
I need to turtle around shit. Can you drop a C-bomb?
You can, but I would do it a little bit,
Do it. It's pepper. It's the pepper.
Exactly. So, all right. What was not very funny this week for you?
Oh God, what was not very funny for me this week?
And keep it tight because we're already 6 minutes late.
Basically accepting that my dreams are gonna die in front of me, and I mean that. That's true. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but basically embracing the fact that I'm a cocksure idiot, and that and that I'm gonna pay the piper, and that's what's not funny to me. Basically, I'm not the entrepreneur that I thought I was.
Yeah. See, okay, and this is kind of like not funny for me because like I love you, right? Like I love you, right? Like we've been friends longer than we haven't, right?
Heckin' poops.
You did good there. You did good there. I always feel like you're kind of like you got like I want you to be a little more humble sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like I wish for you to kind of be a little less cocksure.
So this isn't funny, but it's a little
but it's like when it's like don't meet your heroes. Like my hero is like Humble T, but now I'm just sad. I'm like I don't like a humble. I want cocksure T. I want T who's like literally convincing himself. I want convincing himself T. That's like where I'm comfortable. Yeah. But I've always wanted you to not be convincing yourself.
So I just want to rewind and just say what's not funny for me this week is my dreams are dying in front of my eyes, and then Jeff goes on a rant about how he's always kind of wanted that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's not funny.
No, listen, I haven't wanted. Listen, okay, I have not wanted circumstances, but I've wanted
me to be more humble.
Exactly. So if these are the circumstances that have to happen, I'm saddened. I'm saddened.
Oh, okay.
No, I said don't meet your heroes because I thought this is what I want, but that's not what I want.
Yeah, no.
I gave you 2 hugs today.
He did give me a double hug,
and it's because I love you.
When I did far too much implementation.
If a different Jay could have bit this guy's head off, you know, and that's not even a good Jay.
A Jay from 12 months ago, even.
Come on, I don't know.
A Jay from 3 years ago,
folks. A Jay from 3 years ago. I can't
imagine. You would have left. I may
have. Folks, we do what we can to be a better friend. And you know what? I still believe in you, okay?
Thank you.
I believe in you, and I'll never stop.
Thank you.
But I'm so happy you're knocked down a peg. I'm like, thank you. Remember this.
You know what, though?
But not by circumstances. Just mentally knock down a peg.
So maybe what it needs to be
is I wish you woke up from a dream and then now you have. You know what I mean? Like I wish none of this for you.
What about a terminal disease that I overcome?
That would be bad though, because then it would even get to your head. You'd be like, I'm so good.
God, it would actually get to my
I was literally on acid with this guy, and we were doing a whole fucking thing. We were like playing this game on acid where we were trying to like flip Tyler off of the raft. And we finally like defeated him and flipped him off the raft. And he like got up and he was like, oh, I held on for so effing long. And it was just like,
folks,
you just got defeated. What are you talking about?
I'm kind, but I am a narcissist.
But that's your superpower. Yeah. Because when you have the vibe of I held on for so long, don't you think you get farther? Than like,
absolutely.
Than like, oh, I didn't hold on as long as I wish I did. And they let me off. Like, there is a power in what you have. Doesn't mean it's not annoying. But there is an extreme power in it, and I respect it.
No, and vile and irresponsible, endless optimism is definitely a superpower.
Toxic optimism. Toxic optimism is definitely
I have toxic optimism.
Absolutely.
I have toxic optimism.
That's fine.
So what's not fun? What happened to you this week that's not funny?
Oh, I didn't. That was mine. Just, it's not funny that I am seeing you.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, great.
Because we're at 10 minutes, so we're going to move on to our next segment. Folks, one of the things that we do here on the That's Not Funny Comedy Podcast is we bring you the news stories that you need to hear. Want to hear.
They need to hear.
We're not a news show, but here's something that you should know.
I feel like we have to say that when we're back on camera.
We're not a news show, but here's something that you should know. Our leading story tonight, quote, not an excuse. Mom gets prison for death of diabetic 4-year-old fed mostly soda.
So you can't use
this is not funny.
You can't use the word fed before mostly soda. That's not fed.
Yeah.
Did you put Jello? Did you put gelatin in the fucking soda? Ah! Did she put gelatin in the F-dog and soda?
Even the young journalist Quinlan Bentley is confused about what happened here. That's a good point. You can't feed.
Wow. Quinlan Bentley?
Cincinnati Enquirer.
Okay, and from the Cincinnati Enquirer. Yeah. His dad is one of the people that's like, he's more powerful than Bill Gates. You don't know his name because he's more wealthy than
I love
Quinlan Bentley.
I love those. There's so many people that are like just out. Yeah. Like they get to be out of the public eye. Absolutely. I think about Ted Turner. You guys remember like in the early 2000s when like Ted Turner, like the owner of, I believe he owned like CNN and TBS and like all that stuff. He was kind of like this billionaire magnate guy that was like in the fucking
undercover. Nobody really knew.
Well, no, he was like in the social zeitgeist. Like there were pop culture references about him, and he was like in Family Guy, and like there was all this. And then he just disappeared from the public spotlight. I just thought about that like a couple months ago. I was like, huh. I was like, is Ted Turner dead?
Well,
and I was like, no, Ted Turner was just like, I'm good.
Well, and here's the thing, like. I can't do that.
Ricardo!
You can't do that, right? We can't pull that off. But if you're somebody who can literally, every time a news story is about to come out about you, if you can reach out, you can just get somebody's direct line and be like, I'll give you $150,000.
Yeah.
And they're like,
sure.
That's what I make in 2 years, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, deleted.
Literally. Power, folks. It's out there. Ooh. A Claremont County mother was sentenced Friday to at least 9 years in prison for the killing of her 4-year-old daughter, who prosecutors said died from diabetes-related complications after being fed mostly Mountain Dew through a baby bottle.
Okay, what the F-dog?
Why the baby bottle at 4?
Why the baby bottle at 4?
That makes it worse.
Why the Mountain Dew at 4? But the thing is, if you're gonna kill your baby as a diabetic, then why do you use the baby bottle?
Yeah.
It doesn't match.
Right.
Something's off here.
Right.
She did care. She just didn't know how to show it.
And that's the saddest part of all this. It's truly not funny.
Truly not funny.
The sentence came after 41-year-old Tamara Banks pleaded guilty.
That's the name of a mom who killed her baby.
Absolutely.
By feeding her Mountain Dew.
Involuntary manslaughter under a state law that says the Department of Rehabilitation and Correction can extend someone's sentence based on the conduct while in prison. Banks could serve as much as 13 and a half years.
They're praying. If any of our viewers out there know a decent Tamara, let me know.
That is very funny. The only Tamara I've known was one of the worst people in my entire life. So that's funny. Do you know bad Tamara?
You're okay, right?
Yeah, you're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah. Dude,
should we find her? She
might be dead.
Pop off.
I won't. We're in the news portion right now, so I'm not gonna get too crazy. But real quick, my mom did befriend, because she was lonely, 2 400-pound lesbian lovers, which I believe she did have.
400 together, Jeffrey?
No,
that's 400 apart.
They were 800, sir. They were 800, sir.
Together.
And she did have an extramarital affair with my deployed in the Navy father with said lesbians. They became Wiccan. They would go out and dance around I remember one time I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was like hearing music, and I rubbed the shit out of my eyes, and I'm like trying to figure out where the music is. Where's my mom? Where's my brother? My mom and her 2 lesbian lovers are dancing naked around the fire, listening to "Sail Away, Sail Away, Sail Away, do 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 do, Sail Away, Sail Away," and I'm literally just 14, like.
I guess I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I guess I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I have to go back to sleep.
I guess I'm gonna go back to sleep. Yeah.
I can't.
One of them was named Tamara, and another time, what Tyler was mentioning was Tamara was trying to like discipline me because I was like talking back to my mom or whatever. Because I'm like a 14-year-old in like a weird situation.
You deserved to talk back to your mom.
Also, like, my mom was like weird, like men-hating feminist, and then they're like 2 400-pound lesbians that also. So there was like a bunch of weird, like I'm like a budding man, and there was like a man shame, and like my dad's gone, and like it was weird fucking shit.
So when Dad came back, did the lesbians just disappear?
No, but they definitely they chilled the fuck out. They chilled out, and my dad, he was not into it. Like he was not in, and rightfully so. I remember asking my mom, because she always made the worst friends. I remember asking her, "Mom, why do you always have like friends like this?" She's always like just trashy, fucked up people. Like, I'm just like, dude. But anyway, Tamara was trying to
hold the mirror up.
Tamara was trying to fucking get me, and she got me.
F-dogging get you.
See, I start the F dogs out when I'm reliving my past here.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Tamara was on top of me, and like trying to be like, don't talk to your mom like that. My mom was on the porch, and she yelled at Tamara in this tone that I thought was going to be like, Tamara, you're overstepping right now. Like, you need to get off my son. But it was, Tamara, you're okay. Tamara, you are okay. And so I'm just like literally sitting there drowning under, and she had like a bunch of like weird like scars from like picking her fucking skin and shit. She was literally one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
Where's
she had like a weird mullet too. And then in my moment of hope where I was like, okay, my mom has got some decency, she's trying to save me, she just betrayed me so hard. And it was heartbreaking.
It's a foundational story. It gets brought up probably 4 to 8
times a year. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah,
it's rough.
Whenever somebody says you're okay,
it's like, I can't listen to the Alien Ant Farm. Too traumatic for me.
Tammy, are you okay?
The Michael Jackson.
Wait, didn't we talk about making a remake of that? Tammy, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh wait, okay, maybe we did.
I think we literally did, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah.
This is one of the most tragic cases I've ever encountered, Claremont County Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Clay Tharp said.
Gotta love that name.
Hamilton County Coroner's Office records show Carmody Hobe.
Okay. Did you do a bunch of ketamine before
Tamara is a bad person for naming her daughter Carmody.
Wait,
I hate people. Carmody Hobe died at the Cincinnati... Honestly, like, and this isn't funny, what I'm about to say is like, it's like a joke, but it's not funny. It's better she died. Like, if her mom's setting her up with 4 solid years of fucking Mountain Dew...
F-dogging.
It seems like Tamara got the Carmody that was coming to her. Carmody suffered negligence and abuse for the majority of her life. Almost sounds like a distinguished author. Like it's almost so trashy that it's classy. You know, like Harmony Korine.
It could also be you add Carmody Hobe.
Yes.
Carmody Hobe. If you say it in a distinguished Indian accent, it can be better.
She was denied proper nutrition and medical care, and the girl's death was a result of diabetic ketoacidosis.
That's something all of us keto folks are familiar with.
Just 4 days before she died, Carmody started showing signs of a serious medical issue while at home with her parents, prosecutors said in a court filing.
Wait, with her parents? What about the dad?
I don't know.
They haven't brought up the dad at all.
We're trying to be regimented with our scheduling, so I got to get through this story. We are very close. Okay? So just 4 days before she died, Carmody started showing those symptoms worsened, yada, yada, yada. First responders were able to revive the child for a short amount of time before taking her to the hospital, where doctors performed scans that showed she was brain dead, and autopsy revealed that Carmody died from a diabetes-related brain injury. Prosecutors said Carmody lived with the undiagnosed diabetes with her death, which could have been prevented with proper treatment and care. Folks, this is Tamara Bank. Why is she in a wheelchair?
And how? One thing that I'm noticing here is that her head and each boob is exactly the same size.
She looks confused why she's there.
Yeah.
She's like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
I was literally feeding my baby like my mama fed me. Like she's... What do you do?
Sometimes you just can't get it right.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try.
You really can't. Yeah.
Daddy's nowhere in the picture. Her parents, we've got plural parents. I'm very interested to see why Dad isn't involved here.
Carmody also suffered from a condition that caused her teeth to dissolve due to her being fed sugary soda through a baby bottle.
Okay.
Prosecutors said Banks would often mix baby formula with Mountain Dew long after Carmody should have been weaned off of a bottle. What? And that investigators were unable to find evidence of the child ever visiting the dentist. Well,
if your teeth are completely
if you're 4... That's a little bit rude. I mean, let's make real arguments. What 4-year-old's going to the dentist? I mean, if your teeth are all fucked, you should probably...
No, F-dogged. F-dogged. Yeah. You're at 10 now. Yeah. You're at 10 now. I think after 10...
I am not at 10.
Bro, you're literally a 10.
I want to hit you. I want to hit you. I'm not at 10.
Folks, do you think he's at 10 F-dogs?
You didn't start at 0 then.
I started at 0.
I am not at 10.
I started at 0. You're at 10.
I'm not at 10. You're going to count. I'm not at 10.
This is when a man in denial looks
There's
like,
no
folks.
way I'm at 10. I'm at like 6.
You will be so surprised by how many F-dogs you've dropped.
Okay.
But you start bringing your kid to the dentist when they're 2 years old. The primary care physician is like, you have to take your kid to the dentist now. You need to take your kid to the dentist. Take your kid to the dentist immediately.
Wait.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Wait, what? This, you know what?
What
dude?
are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, that's what my primary care physician did.
Well, no, and that's all fine and well, but I'm sure dentists are fucking like hucksters. Dentists are not good, trustworthy people.
You can't stop. You can't stop. If you get to 25, I'm gonna break this fucking Oh!
Yeah! So don't
Dang it!
Oh, you can't stop. You can't stop.
Dang it! I'm at probably like half to a third of what you are.
That is not true. We're gonna need to get another counter.
Okay.
We're gonna need.
We literally need to. Let's order another counter. We're gonna order another counter, folks. Nope, mouse control.
Not do 10.
Don't.
I did not do 10. All right.
Oh, child's father. Here's daddy.
Here we go, yeah.
53-year-old Christopher Hobe. Banks and the child's father, 50-year-old Christopher Hobe, were indicted last summer on counts including murder, involuntary manslaughter, and endangering children.
How did they get out?
Carmody.
This guy had a kid at 49?
Yeah, that's not super. Yeah.
I feel like you have a kid at 49 if you really want one. You know, like
I have a sneaking suspicion he didn't really want one.
Yeah.
I just have a sneaking suspicion based on
my
dead
goodness.
baby.
All right, folks. Well, that's one of our stories here. Typically, we got 2 for you, but we're running low on time, so we're gonna move on.
Oh wait! Let me TT do a speed read ASMR style.
Okay.
Let TT do a speed read ASMR style. Can you scroll this down for me?
Of course,
okay.
Yeah.
Go back up to the top. A priest bites woman's hand during altercation over Holy Communion. Official says.
News story number 2.
News story number 2. A priest in Florida bit a woman's hand during a physical altercation while he was administering communion to the congregants of his church, officials said. The incident between the priest and female parishioner began at approximately 10 a.m. on Sunday during Mass at St. Thomas Aquinas Church in St. Cloud, Florida, when a woman came through the Father Fidel Rodriguez Holy Communion line and appeared unaware of the proper procedure. And you know what you do when they appear unaware of the proper procedure.
There's only one thing God says to do.
After a brief exchange with the woman, it was determined that she was neither prepared nor disposed to participate in communion. Read the statement. Father Rodriguez gave the woman a blessing and advised her to receive the sacrament of penance, confession, before coming back to receive Holy Communion, Eucharist. The same woman said to have arrived at 12 p.m. for Mass on Sunday and stood in Father Rodriguez's communion line when he asked her if she had been to the sacrament of the penance, confession, to which she replied that it was not his business, according to the Diocese of Orlando.
That's all he need to get those chompers
in it. Father Rodriguez offered the woman Holy Communion on the tongue, church officials said. At that point, the woman forcefully placed her hand in the vessel and grabbed some sacred communion hosts.
Oh, crushing them. She crushed Jesus.
She crushed Jesus. Holy Communion hosts. Having only one hand free, Father Rodriguez struggled to restrain the woman as she refused to let go of the hosts. When the woman pushed him and reacting to a perceived act of aggression, Father Rodriguez bit her hand so she would let go of the hosts she grabbed.
I mean, Father Rodriguez,
quick thinking.
He had to do what he had to do. And this is not funny.
They support
He's protecting the hosts.
This is not funny.
You need to protect.
Priest bit a woman and the news story
necessary.
Completely. I just love how much they support his art. They're building this.
No, they're like literally like positioning him as the hero.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Bitch should have confessed.
Sometimes you gotta bite. Sometimes you've gotta bite.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely. All
Is
right.
there anything more holy than a holy host? The woman. Okay. Here we go. When the woman pushed him and reacting to perceived act of aggression, Father Ritter, so she would let go of the host she grabbed. The woman was immediately asked to leave, according to the Diocese of Orlando statement. It should be noted, Father Rodriguez had no prior knowledge of the woman's background, officials said. Further, while the Diocese of Orlando does not condone physical altercations such as this, in good faith, Father Rodriguez was simply attempting to prevent an act of desecration celebration of the Holy Communion, which, as a priest, Father Rodriguez is bound by duty to protect. He was bound orders, to bite her.
He had to.
And the church has got his back, too. They're like, no, you can bite. At this low price, they can bite.
Literally. He's like, no, that's. I mean, the Catholic Church, we've known for a while, plays by their own rules.
They're like, are you really going to be pissed about the biting? Is that what you're going to be pissed about?
Yeah.
Can we refocus? There's like a point.
This is the second worst place that this guy has had his mouth. Okay, so just think about that.
There's a point where, like, running a pedophilic ring actually kind of becomes like a...
I don't think you can say the P word.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably a bad
That's
word.
probably a, yeah.
Bleep.
You guys, it is like, as two gentlemen trying to...
It's hard out there. Okay. It's hard out here.
I listen to comedy podcasts every single day. The amount of bleeping that every comedy podcast is doing is so disheartening. Because you need to either have immense discipline, which we don't have.
We don't have that.
Or immense amount of monies for editing, or an immense amount of time to edit. And we don't have either. We
have none of those. We have none of those.
So YouTube, please allow us to just swear and don't
F dog our stuff. I just don't understand what happened to the world.
I don't understand.
It was the wild west like 10 years ago.
You can't even say, you have to say like unalived, then you have to say like I don't even think you can say like ex-worker. Like you have to like, there's like terms that you have to like you can't say. You know, there's all these things that you can't say, and it's insanity. It's literally insanity.
It's like, I don't want to be one of those guys, but like I'm gonna be one of those guys. Like, it's bad.
And
it's bad.
It's fine if we get a reaction, we can take the heat. The problem is you get literally muted. We won't get distributed.
Yeah, there's no reaction.
So
there's no reaction.
If we get distributed and have to take some heat for what we say, not a problem.
Would be great.
Bring the heat on, baby. I'll blow the candles out.
No,
but that's not the case. So.
Silenced. I will not be silenced.
I will not be silenced.
Folks, a priest bit a woman.
And that's not a problem.
And we think that is just...
All right, so we've shown you the real life of what's not funny, and we're about to take you into the digital realms, folks. We're about to play one of our favorite games. It's called Who Are You? Who? I really want to know who. It is where we take a completely AI-generated image and we assign a backstory to these people. And the reason we do this, folks, it's not to be funny. It's to let you know if you encounter a person like this in real life, here's some things that you might want to consider expecting. And we give you the breakdown on the That's Not Funny Comedy podcast. We've got a young lady here. I'm gonna go ahead and say former drug user.
She's got the tired look in her eyes.
No, it's the mouth for me. Really? She did meth for like literally 7 months.
Okay.
She did meth for like 7 months. She had like
crossed the 12-month line.
Yeah, no, she's totally good. She had a boyfriend that like got her into meth. Like she actually is super at fault. She's not great, but she's not super at fault.
Could have been opiates too, though. It's the smile that's not a smile, you know?
Yeah.
Haunted.
Right.
Haunted. I smile like that all the time.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody.
I almost feel like she chose a career perfect. Like she was like, I'm gonna stop doing meth. I'm gonna become a CNA, and now she's a CNA. And she like was like, I shouldn't have become a CNA, certified nurse assistant.
Should have climbed the meth cell.
I should have just done something else other. And I'm so tired.
Climbed the ladder.
But like I kind of like put all my eggs in this basket, and I don't know.
I resonate with that a lot.
You know?
I'm to the point where I'm like, I want out.
Yeah.
But the only out I have is into managing businesses that are going to torture me as much as this one does.
No, it's sometimes you build your own tomb, folks.
I'm really feeling like I built.
And it's okay if you're in a tomb.
It's okay to die in it.
You're in a tomb. Get out before they put dirt on top. Get out before they put dirt on top.
Or start humming "Silence My Old Friend." The sound, or start humming the sound of silence while the dirt comes down.
Sure. I mean, you have two options. You really have a fork in the road.
Try and jerk off really, really quick.
Oh, you'd be doing a serious disservice if you don't.
You've got probably 30 or 40 shovelfuls before the dirt weighs enough that you can't jerk off anymore.
It's true. It's true. I mean, there's real math to this, folks, and that's the kind of stuff that we bring you on the That's Not Funny Comedy podcast, because these aren't funny things. These are practical, pragmatic tips.
If you've got one guy shoveling dirt on your naked body,
yes, sir,
you've got about 4 minutes to come.
Folks, you heard it here first. Can you say come? I don't even know if you can say come.
I'm gonna say.
You're gonna say come. You're gonna say come.
I'm gonna say come.
We're saying come.
We're saying come.
Hate that, YouTube. If you don't like come, then you should have like better like stringent policies, because there's some weird YouTube videos
really
out there.
Clear policies for us to follow. Because
tell us a cum policy. And
give us a cum policy.
I mean, there literally is a popular podcast called Cum Town, so I think we're okay. I think we're literally okay.
We're probably good.
All right.
We can say cum.
We can say cum. All right.
What can't you say? What can't you say?
Wow, this could be that chick's sister.
Yeah.
Interesting. She's like from the UK for sure.
Yeah, and pianist.
Oh, sir, yes.
Yeah,
I could definitely see that.
Pianist.
She's like a really good pianist, but she could be much better.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Okay. She didn't go through a war, but her parents did.
Oh, she's like a first generation immigrant or something, or
yeah. Well, first generation. She's just first generation war trauma, second generation war trauma.
Yeah.
So like the war, she didn't see the blood in the streets and the hollowed out buildings and the children crying.
But she has like weird habits that her parents made her do.
Exactly.
She never wastes any water ever.
Absolutely.
Like
Dude, my great grandmother from Germany lived through the war and was like went through like some horrific bombings and like walked with a pack like 200 miles.
That's real character building shit.
Okay, it is real character building shit.
Also real
she
character.
She was a sociopath.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
She like
character destroying shit as well.
If meat was left out for more than like 40 minutes, she would throw it away.
Oh, your Oma.
Yeah.
And
don't get me wrong here. I love my Oma. Really, my Oma.
She was a good.
I love her. She was an amazing person, and I had a lot of amazing experiences with her. She would throw meat out, like you buy it, you put it in the fridge, she would throw meat out after about 24 hours. Meat had to be eaten. Milk was the same way. There were so many weird little habits. Any waste was completely unacceptable.
Because she lived in a time maybe before like normal pasteurization and like preservatives that, are typical now.
She went to the store once a day.
That's probably healthier.
She honestly...
Wait, didn't you say she lived pretty long?
She lived very long, yeah.
Into her late 90s?
She lived into her late 90s. Yeah, mid to late 90s. Okay. I think it was 96 or 97. She lived a good long life.
Yeah, I feel like I could definitely see parents were. What's one...
Good work over there, too. Good work on the...
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. What's one other weird thing that she does because of her parents in the war? Like maybe something about like she doesn't like
masturbates with lemon.
I don't see that one, but break it down for me. And normally I like to support you, but I really want to like I want you to build a case.
So here's the thing. She was taught
that seems like it would hurt really quick.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And here's why that's a good thing.
Okay, I think I see where you're going.
Exactly.
I think I see where you're going.
Sexuality was not acceptable. Okay?
JG, we love you, baby.
When you go through the old war times, you don't come out hunky-dory unless you got a Jesus hook to hang off, right?
True.
You hop on that Jesus hook and you ride it like a cowboy.
Yeah.
Because...
And you protect the community at all costs.
You protect the community at all costs, biting not discluded. But she couldn't avoid. She had a sexual streak. She couldn't avoid it. But she believed in self-flagellation. She believed in paying a price for sins, and so she used the lemon juice. She used the lemon juice because it allowed her to explore her sexuality and also take her comeuppance at the same exact time.
Comeuppance. Well, and the nice thing is in this situation, a lot of times our sexual traumas as a child, we revisit them on our own terms as an adult. So the lemon's the only thing that gets her off.
Exactly.
And that's the sad, but also hot.
Kind of hot.
Hot.
Yeah, kind of hot.
Not funny.
50 Shades of Grey. That's not funny.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Yellow.
50 Shades of Yellow.
Okay, so one other thing that we're trying to do here is we've got an array here. We're gonna do this one too, and we're gonna try to pick like who do you think?
Oh wait, there were some good picks in the last one.
Well, I'm sorry. We'll do one more.
No, what? I keep falling in love with these people, and you take them away.
Well, keep complaining. I'm gonna keep doing the.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you in the f-dog in mouth.
Okay.
This is the last one.
All right.
If there's not a good one in here. Oh, we got one.
Well,
we got
he's
one.
obvious.
He's obvious.
Who's the second? Oh, can we order them from worst to best?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
He's the worst, obviously.
Yeah. Probably second worst tier, but could be second worst tier maybe.
Yeah. Who between the two? Let's really break down these two. I think the one on the left is nicer.
You think the one on the left
I think
is
she's nicer.
Yeah. The one interesting thing about this person does not exist is very frequently, you are not sure if they are male or female.
Yeah, no, this is a weird one for sure, and this one as well. Like
both are kind of tricksy.
I say this is a girl.
Okay.
I say this is a weird guy.
If they cast who's tomorrow I'll be there tomorrow.
Annie?
Yeah, if they cast Annie today, this is 2024 Annie.
Yeah, that looks like the chick from Miracle on 12th Street or Miracle on 4th Street, like Matilda. That looks like Matilda.
She's got too much facial structure for a 12-year-old. Like way too much facial structure for a 12-year-old.
No, she's like a 40-year-old that was like put in like a time capsule and then unfrozen.
Yeah. She's a 40-12-year-old. She's a 40-12-year-old.
Makes me sick.
I kind of like combining years like that. 40,
Literally makes me sick.
50, 16-year-old.
Okay, so I like that too. So we've got a couple things here. So, folks, we're gonna do an "Am I the Asshole?" reading. This is one of the things we do on the That's Not Funny Comedy podcast. We're gonna read "Am I the Assholes?" but folks, we're not gonna take the take. We are going to kind of be fair here.
We're going to try and be fair.
We're going to be fair.
We're going to try and be fair here.
We're going to kind of give people practical
And I think we're
advice.
also going to talk about when it is okay to do the heinous things.
And that's part of being fair.
That's part of being fair.
We are living a human experience, and we're not always acting perfectly.
We are the universe pleasuring itself with lemon juice.
I like that. Which I picked 4. I figured that we could do 2 and 2. So
okay,
So let's kind of do. Maybe we'll read the
2 and
headlines.
2, I think we might need to cut down to 1.
Oh no, 1 and 1. But
One
I figured we could pick the 2 from the 4.
Telling my wife's colleague that she has no say in our life as she had divorced her husband.
Okay,
I'm confused by that one.
Am I the asshole for asking my wife to do her responsibilities?
Yeah, I kind of like getting. That's a fun one to get into.
That's a fun one.
Am I the asshole for not letting my mom babysit our daughter?
Or am I the asshole for not letting my... Oh, another one again. Okay. All right, so which one are we going to disqualify? Maybe this first one? Why, this doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I don't understand.
All
I kind of want to read it just so I can understand, but yeah, we're going to skip that one.
Okay, well, this
John,
one...
It's so good to see you.
Case was built and case was closed.
Case was built and case was
that's
closed.
Funny.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's pop into here.
Wow, that was a highly pressurized non-alcoholic beer. That
was good. I wish I could.
It.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. This is wonderful. Okay. Am I the asshole for asking my wife to do her responsibilities? And it's already labeled asshole, so I feel like this is gonna be.
Where this is going.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Where's those DCs at?
A little about me. Wow. Already about himself.
Already gonna piss myself.
A little about me. I'm 30. My wife is 29. Before we got married, we knew each other for 3 years. We decided I would be the sole earner, responsible for finances, taxes, while she would be a housewife, taking care of the kids and household duties. We agreed that she would never work and I wouldn't ask her to either. In the first 2 years of our marriage, we didn't have kids. I worked from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sometimes she'd wake up and make me breakfast. Sometimes she wouldn't. I didn't mind because we were early in our marriage. On days she made breakfast, she would also pack me lunch. On days she didn't wake up early, I would eat both breakfast and lunch at work. I'm just...
Are we... Cat?
I don't know.
No, I think we're good.
Are we? Okay. Yeah. We would have dinner together and spend time...
How could there be a cat? The double door system.
I think somebody may have dishonored the double door system.
I cannot imagine. This year,
hey,
we have... Oh, shit. Al, run.
The cat wanted, it's, folks, when the cat wants to do something, you kind of have no choice. Like a cat, you kind of have to acquiesce to every single demand of a cat.
Okay, am I the asshole? My cat wanted to go in the back room and my husband's bandmate harangued me about it.
Listen, if you do some haranguing, I wouldn't have to be the only orangutan.
Whoa, that's kind of fun.
Making me feel like a dang dirty ape. I love you, Al. Sorry to harangue you. I'm not sorry to harangue. We have a double door system. It's really like it's a 45-minute podcast. Like, just fucking wait. I offered to help by cleaning the first floor of our house. This year we had a baby. I took 1 month of leave to help her, which is the maximum my job allows. State leave was an option because the subsidized pay wouldn't cover our bills, yada, yada, yada. After I leave, he's like, listen, we have clear expectations. I'm a worker. She's a wife. I supported all the household bills at this time. After they left, they being her parents, our baby was 3 months old, and this is when issues began. My wife was used to her previous routine of waking up late and now found it difficult to manage caring for the baby and household chores. I offered to help by cleaning the first floor of our house and putting our baby to bed several times a week. Despite working from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., handling all immigration paperwork.
What?
Okay. That's funny.
Okay.
Taxes.
That got dovetailed in there.
That was. I'd like
Leave
some context.
that out,
yeah.
or dive in a little.
Yeah.
Bit. Leave that out of dive.
Handling all immigration. Fellas, don't you hate it when your wife don't handle none of the immigration paperwork?
It is the worst.
Taxes, bills, and grocery shopping. Since she doesn't drive, This guy's pissed at his wife.
This guy's pretty pissed at his wife.
However,
she doesn't drive though. That is
a little bit. I was kind of like, what a dick but that is.
Yeah.
Why don't you drive? I mean, maybe she's literally can't get a license because she's an immigrant, and he's like getting her immigrant papers sorted, but she can't get a license yet.
Did he do a whole mail order?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Because
I'm like,
I'm pretty sure I just experienced a client getting a mail order bride and then being like, I don't really need your services anymore. Yeah.
Really?
I'm like 85% sure.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really interesting because
if you can cut down on expenses and level up on love, that's amazing.
And level up on love. No, it's
folks, we're gonna drop the link. That's gonna be one of our first sponsors. Ukrainian Brides for You.
Ukrainian Brides for You. It's really interesting. It was just the language that he used around. It's the language that he used around it. He just would say like, I have a very special person coming to visit for a long time.
Like he almost wanted you to read between the lines a tiny bit.
It was weird.
When I worked at a hotel as the night auditor, sometimes guys would want you to know that they're bringing back a hooker.
Oh, really?
They'd be like a vibe where they'd kind of like want to be seen. They'd be like acting more, but not try. Like
why would you ever want anyone to know you're bringing home a hooker?
I don't know. It was kind of like guys.
There's nothing against. I don't have anything against bringing home a hooker. If I wasn't a married man, I would probably tap into hooker services on occasion.
Really?
I don't see why not.
I didn't like it as a person in the hotel industry because I was just like, you're disrespecting our hotel. Don't bring a hooker here.
Sure.
Go fucking get a blowjob in an Uber.
Sure. Okay.
Or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Don't bring a hooker here. Come on.
I mean,
come on, man.
But it's a hotel.
It was a hotel, yeah.
Okay. I was thinking the condos.
No, not the condos.
The condos, you gotta let them bring hookers.
You literally, dude.
It's in the contract.
I literally saw. This is because sometimes you can see people and you can see their soul. And I remember this guy, Keith B. And there was 2 Keith B's. So if you know. You know. There's only 2 Keith B's, so it's really funny.
Only 2 Keith B's?
Not the fit, cool Keith B. The weird Keith B that looks like he's a actual pedo, like literally. Like he looks like somebody he's just got bad, sad person face and bad, sad person like slumped posture.
This is like one of the worst
get Starbucks every single fucking day
I've ever heard incidentally.
Well, it's just because
if Keith B ever watches this, it's gonna really hurt him.
Good.
Okay, that's where we're at.
Because I saw him with a carousel of weird hooker chicks.
Okay.
And I just was like, you're a gross, weird guy.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay. It's not a bad thing that they were accessible.
Sorry. They were more like sugar babies. Like some were hookers and some he had 3 sugar baby girlfriends and then would bring hookers also.
Oh, so he was in the money.
He was doing hookers and then had real all those fucking guys just worked for Microsoft or Amazon, so they're just making 180 and just chilling.
Yeah, when you're making 180,
they're just making 180.
Okay,
it's
TT's gonna do a little quick math on 180. Cause what's the going? Do you know what the going price for a prostitute is in Seattle? It's been 200 for forever, right? But it can't be 200.
I have no clue.
It's gotta be more.
Let's see here, folks. let's really dive back in here. So today we had an argument where I asked why she was consistently struggling with her responsibilities. I acknowledged that she had an easier life in the first 2 years of our marriage because she didn't work, but reminded her that we had planned for this baby and understood it would require more work. We had agreed that she would be the primary caretaker and housewife, but now she would not stop complaining and we can't stop having fights. Am I the asshole for asking her to fulfill her share of her household responsibilities? So here's what I'm going to say really quick, unless you've got something hot.
No.
I actually think this guy, and we argue, we're, like, one of the things we're trying to do is argue for the assholes here.
Okay.
I actually think he's not wrong, but I actually think he's also an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot be wrong, and I mean, there's literally an old meme about it. You're not wrong, you're just an asshole. He's literally an asshole, but he's not wrong. But I feel like he's sharing a side of this. He's, like, I feel like his wife has got to put up with shit from him.
So,
and he's not like being completely transparent, which I feel like a lot of these people do.
As a relatively new father, I can just say raising a kid is a whole hell of a lot harder than you think it's gonna be. And so when you're what?
That was just our biggest thing ever. Mm-hmm. I had a brother when I was 10, so I like grew up with like a baby. And so I just always had this thing that was like, Tyler, when you have a baby, things are gonna be very different. And he's like, oh no, dude, we can still go on like tours and stuff like that, and like we can still do like a 2-month tour. I'm like, dude, it's just one of those things where you don't know unless you know. And then like last time we did the brew, you were like, yeah, like maybe I could do like a 2-week tour, maybe. And I just wanted to be like...
You didn't, though. You didn't.
I didn't. I waited until
saved it.
It came up naturally.
Yeah.
I just was like... I don't even know. I was just like,
He's got to watch his shit real close right now, because he could...
I just...
What?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, no, I mean, no.
I got to try and take the power back somehow.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I have the power right now. I don't understand what you're trying to do.
You lost about 35% of it. But you still have the majority.
I lost it by trying to be humble.
If that's the face of a humble man, then I'm a talking pig.
All right.
And that's what you say I am.
You are. I mean...
No, it's the thing is, I think as a new mom, if I had to raise a kid alone, it would drive me completely insane.
Wild, yeah.
And this guy says, put the kid down a couple times a week, and if he was doing anything else other than that, he would talk about it. He's coming in. He's coming in.
Very good point. And that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, I feel like he's omitting.
He's shaping. He's
omitting. Yeah.
So like, it's just.
But if it was just this, that would be completely fair.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, you predetermined it.
Yeah.
And he does all the work, and you're like not doing your portion, right? Like we had a discussion, and
I think there's just a point.
It's okay if you didn't want this and you want to like have a discussion about like, but if you had,
but again, you don't know till you know.
You don't know till you know.
You don't know
for
till
sure.
you know
yeah.
with the kid. And
but I
like
know that he's not being fair.
Yeah, he's not being.
So
fair.
if he was being fair,
but he's not necessarily wrong. But he is the asshole. I agree with you. I think that's the right.
Yeah,
so when is it okay to? When is it okay to what? When is it okay to accuse your wife of not? I don't know. That's a boring one to figure out.
Yeah, that is a boring one. When would it be okay as a wife to neglect your
duties?
Yeah.
If your husband's a dick.
Yeah. If you're just right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's pretty much because one of the we're trying to take the side of the assholes would be like, when would it be okay to be an asshole?
Yeah.
You know.
Pretty much in this instance, I think.
But okay, well, so if he's the asshole, so when would it be okay to tell your wife? Like, what would be? Because, like, one of my things is, like, my mom was, like, a sloth. My dad would, like, work, and my mom would, like, lay in bed.
Yeah.
And, like, do a, like, flight of the bumblebee, like, cleaning the house, taking a shower, like, trying to, like, get everything in order, like, an hour and a half before my dad got home. So, like, my mom was, so that's why, I saw that and I was like...
This is not...
Why are you laying in bed and watching Maury?
Yeah.
Like, this was before we even had smartphones. Like... You're not even like...
How bad could it have been?
Like, why are you laying in bed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so... I do, but like, what would be the thing as a husband? Like, what would...
That's not funny.
That's not funny.
That's not funny.
What would be the thing as a husband that you saw your wife do that you're like, I gotta say something?
So I've seen a couple of these ones actually recently. Basically, lazing around.
Lazing.
I
hate lazing.
Here's the thing. You get time to relax, but it's kind of hard to justify. If this guy is working 10 hours a day.
He's working 10.
He's working 10s. He's working 10s, which is a long day.
He's doing all the immigration paperwork.
30 minutes.
He works at an immigration office.
John actually came in pretty hot with some funny stuff. He says, immigration or autocorrect from important. I missed the part of the context. Although I'm not sure
there was
how
no context, John.
Could be the result of that. I'll do a few test runs and see what I get. Impaired imposition, imports, and material.
John.
Thank you, John.
John, I miss you. I miss you, guy.
I miss John, too. I miss John, too. If you have any time, we should get together sometime.
Yeah, no, lazing about, for sure. If you saw clear evidence of lazing.
Yeah, I would say, though, there's an acceptable amount.
Yeah.
30 minutes is totally fine.
So it wouldn't be, you would have to see like 2 weeks of lazing?
Yeah, you need to see a consistent...
And what would the lazing be for you? Would it be like the laundry's not folded, I don't have any clean clothes?
Well, for me, it's not even necessarily...
Because you and your wife kind of have traditional gender roles, too.
For me...
in certain regards.
In certain regards. I do the dishes... I guess
she does a lot of the laundry. She takes care of the animals. Laundry.
Yeah, and she does do, I think, more. She does do more for Lupin too.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. There's a pretty.
Because I hear this guy bitching all the time.
What's up? No, but it wouldn't necessarily be things not being done. It would be indications of time spent not doing things.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I don't have any clean laundry. Why don't I have any
clean laundry? See, and it's such a tough one. That's such a tough one.
That's a weird. Even saying that.
Yeah.
But it's like, if she does the laundry.
Yeah.
And you literally never do the laundry.
Yeah. No,
there is a ginger way that you could be like, and that's just if those are the rules, you know what I mean?
It's for me, sometimes I'll start getting low on laundry, and I bring my laundry basket out and I put it in the kitchen.
Shit!
But
so you're already practicing.
It's a nice tactful.
It's a nice way to say, motherfuckers,
get my laundry done. I can't.
We love you, Al. I'm sorry. I've been hard on Al this episode.
Yeah, you have been hard.
I've been hard on Al.
I've gotten hard dragged into it.
Gosh, dang.
I love my wife. She's a wonderful wife.
All right. Well,
an amazing mother and a wonderful wife.
Yeah. See, this is what I was thinking is going to happen.
What? We're going to run out of time.
We have not done our fives. And we have not done our competition.
Hey, this is our first time through, though. This is,
and we're doing what we can. All right, let's see.
We're gonna skip the fives today and cut right to the AI song competition. How about that?
What do you want to do? We're gonna do one more.
Okay. We're gonna cutthroat this. We're gonna cutthroat this.
Pop this.
Am I the asshole for not letting my mom babysit our daughter? I need an outsider's position on this. Give it to me straight. My wife, 32 female, and I, 35 male, have a nearly 2-year-old daughter. My wife is staying home with her, but is going back to work soon. I mentioned to my retired mom, 68 female, and she was very insistent on babysitting for us. My wife is a superhuman. I did not know mothers like this existed until I saw her with my daughter. She never raises her voice. She's unbelievably patient. She always knows what to do, and she's just so loving. She cooks each of our daughter's meals from scratch and even makes healthy ice cream for the whole family. Yeah. They spend multiple hours a day, every day in nature, regardless of weather. She doesn't use screens. She's that dedicated. I couldn't think of anything our daughter would need that my wife hasn't thought about and bought 3 months ago. She is the best. We need to get this and send it to his wife.
I know. I'm
gonna cry.
I was like, wow, this guy loves his fucking wife.
I'm gonna cry reading this.
Naturally, and I'm just thinking about this guy between the
yeah,
you know what I mean. But if his wife was doing all this, he'd probably, I don't know, where's the onus? I don't know. None of this is funny.
The other thing, this is not funny. That's not funny.
Yeah, okay.
But he also does not take into consideration postpartum depression.
That is a truth, and that's not funny. That's not funny.
Really serious, yeah. Hey,
comedy
that's
podcast.
Not funny comedy podcast, yeah. Naturally, her expectations for childcare are very high. Good thing is we can afford it. I mentioned to my wife that my mom insisted on babysitting for us when she returns to work. She laughed and said, yes, I can imagine that. Our daughter eating frozen pizza in front of a TV while your mom talks to her girlfriends on the phone, smoking inside, occasionally yelling at our daughter for age-appropriate behavior.
Shots fired! Oh my gosh!
Bombs being dropped,
but
folks.
Really quick, I'm sorry. If she's dropping smoking inside, I'm already taking...
She's got to
Are we
be
talking about
inside.
salmon? Like, bitch, you should not be smoking inside.
Not be smoking inside.
At all. At all.
At all. When we come back, she swears upon God she did not smoke here. Wait. Occasionally yelling at her for... And when we come back, she swears upon God she did not smoke here, tells daughter was naughty and we must spank her or she'll grow up to be a prostitute. I laughed too and never mentioned it to my wife again. Now my wife did exaggerate, but she's not wrong. My mom is like that. The children must be seen but not heard type. She also tells what she calls white lies very often, basically refusing to admit she did something she was told not to do. Because she does that, she wants and believes she's always right. So I realize her watching our daughter is not really an option, especially because our daughter does not like my mom at all. That makes sense.
Wow.
Sometime after our initial conversation, I was talking to my mom on the phone. She asked about my wife's plans regarding work, and I eventually told her we're already interviewing nannies. Long story short, I had to tell her that we don't think her babysitting our daughter is a good idea and is not happening. She was very offended by the fact that we'd rather trust a stranger than her. She cried, and I felt bad. Apparently not bad enough to change my mind, as I still think what she wants is not in my family's best interest. I do feel bad about this whole situation, but I must also say my parents are welcome to visit and interact with their granddaughter. I'm not preventing them from being in her life. However, my mom is giving me silent treatment, and my dad called me worse than an asshole. Apparently, my mom is really hurt, as she already told everyone she would be having her granddaughter over every day. I must say I never agreed to it, and she never even mentioned wanting to watch her in their home, which is an automatic no since
they smoke inside.
Yeah, not the asshole.
I love that she smokes inside and is like, I wasn't smoking here. You smell smoke?
That is really funny.
That is so funny. So here's like I know we're kind of doing rapid speed. So when would it? I've got one, but when would
it be okay to smoke inside?
Well, you can do that
with
one.
A baby. Okay, I'm gonna do that one.
I've got my own.
Okay, what's yours?
Well, just when would it be okay to act like this mom is? Particularly the you must spank her or she'll grow up to be a prostitute. So here's where it's okay.
If you were a prostitute too?
Well, there's that too, but actually I don't think that's okay. If you suddenly if you say that you went to a concert, okay, and you were too loud, you were walking, you didn't know there was a speaker. It was too, you're walking, speaker, and you walk so close that you get your head rung. You're knocked out for a second. You're like, what's going on?
Okay.
You get back up.
Okay. Where does this go?
You realize you've gained the power of clairvoyance. So now you can actually see the future of people. You've seen that your at least you believe this. You've seen that your granddaughter's future, all of That's So Raven, she's going to become a prostitute unless she's been hit.
Okay.
So if you believe you're a clairvoyant and you actually think that you've seen into the future and the one remedy is spanking, then it might be okay to do that.
I can see that.
Then it might be okay to do that.
That's kind of there's kind of very limited options for when it's actually okay to beat the prostitute out of your child.
Exactly. What was yours?
Mine was, when is it okay to smoke with a child in the home? And I don't have a good answer for that. That's a tough one.
When is it okay to smoke with the child in the home?
When is it okay to smoke with a child in the home? When there's bees.
Yes!
When there's bees.
Yes! Yes, there
when
is.
When there's bees, it's okay to smoke in the home. You gotta
it's your
shut
last
them
line
down.
Of defense.
You gotta shut them down.
I want you to have 3 in your hand doing the work of a person distributing smoke.
Absolutely.
Like their life and their granddaughter's life depended on it.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing, folks. If there's 10 bees, you can smush them.
Yep.
If there's 100 bees, you might be able to handle them, but I think you're getting risky. If there's 1,000 F-dogging bees in your house...
You need to use tools other than your mitts.
You need to use tools.
You need to get sophisticated.
Okay? Nicotine and smoke
honestly
are powerful tools.
Let the baby light up. If it's
gonna save the baby's life.
If the baby's, because we don't know bee allergies. The baby could be allergic to bees. Take a couple puffs of a rip of butt or two.
I got one other time that it could be acceptable. A beam falls out of the ceiling, pins you and the baby to the floor.
Okay.
You're in an apartment building.
Okay.
there's a commercial fire suppression system.
Okay. Okay.
You have got to smoke your way to a fire alarm, or the baby's gonna die.
Yeah, and
the baby
folks,
is gonna die.
This is like a time-sensitive thing.
Time sensitive. The baby's spine is crushed. It's probably already paralyzed, but it is
you have
bleeding
got to do
internally.
what you have got to do.
You've got to do what you've got to do.
Those were great.
Thank
Those are
you.
great. Way funnier than mine. That's awesome. Okay. Last thing here. So we're gonna end every single That's Not Funny comedy podcast with a brother battle.
Yeah, with a brother battle, folks. Here's our brother battle.
I am so sorry.
Permission. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Mouse permission. We're learning about mouse permission.
We are
share a
sharing one
computer.
mouse now. Yeah,
It's really pretty fun.
It's a lot.
Oh wait. How is it coming out?
You know,
It literally shouldn't be coming out. It's very confusing that it's coming out.
So one of the things that we want to do right now is there is a beautiful new tool called Suno AI for those that don't know, and for those that play music, just be prepared to have any sort of like hopes, dreams, optimism completely crushed. So Suno.ai.
Sorry, John.
In about 10 seconds,
Truly sorry.
We'll write you a pretty close to professional quality song about anything in any genre, literally. And so we discovered this, a little while. And so we thought, what if we took this very non-human thing, AI making songs, and we made it make songs about very human experiences, like, let's say you are going to wash your hands in the sink and then there's a spoon that's like put in the wrong position and then the faucet, hits the spoon and it splashes water everywhere on you and your counter. That's a human experience that we've all encountered. But what if AI did an R&B song about that? So
pretty big deal.
We're doing these things. We're trying to give a human experience to this very non-human thing. It's the only thing that we think we can do. And so I've got one that I loaded up. TT is making his right now. So we're still kind of building the plane as we land here. I think we're staying with this, right?
Yeah.
Because we thought about maybe doing like the most entertaining song,
Oh shit. Well, okay, yeah. Crap, I forgot.
Yeah, because I think mine is a winner, and I think people will be entertained.
Okay.
So if you'd like to use my format, you are welcome to. But you wanted to use some other thing. Yeah.
I wanted to do a song about a grandma pinned underneath the thing trying to smoke to set off a fire alarm.
You could do that.
I can do that.
Yeah. You could do that. Yeah. Okay. See, but the problem is...
Okay.
The problem is I would have written a song about something topical. Mm-hmm. Like, using something topical like that, I feel like is cheating.
Is it?
I think it is, honestly.
Is it about what's best? Is it about what's best for the viewer or about what's most fair for Jeff?
I mean...
I've put him in a hard position here, folks.
Listen...
I don't see how I can lose.
I want the entertainment quality to always be paramount. Okay.
Okay.
But I also want to compare apples to apples. See, I have something that I did before the show started, because that's what we agreed upon. So like when we agree upon something, I try to like follow through on it. But so I had that, but now you're trying to utilize something that we've already built comedy rapport on. And that's fine if you want to do something dishonest like that. I'll allow the folks to hear it and, revel in, and it's probably going to be funny. It's going to be funnier than mine, okay? It's going to be funnier than mine. Okay, he's flipping the script now. So what I did is not that funny, but that's fine because
okay.
It's not supposed to be funny.
That's fine. These guys are gonna vote on what it is. So I'm generating some lyrics right now.
Do something sang by Hank Hill. That's funny. So it's not that kind of AI, but we should find that. Yeah. Okay.
We can just try. I think it's not gonna work, right?
No, there's just no way.
It can't work. Okay.
But let's here.
Okay, and then just create it, and then you can run yours while that's creating.
Okay,
so, folks, we've got Jeff's. We got Jeff's here.
So this is what we're working with here.
Stubborn soul.
Stubborn. Oh wait, no. Where's?
It might be in this one. This one.
The Gmail, I think. Let me. I'm trying to I had it. You're in the wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, because we have like 6 different Sunos because we all do it with Gmail.
Oh.
We are in the wrong one. So I'm like, how do I? Because you're in Wonderland, not. But I sent it to you, so we should be. Able to
it's just in the Gmail. Do you want me to? You want me to hammer this one out really quick?
Yeah, hammer it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in my Gmail.
It's in your Gmail. Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm like, I don't know if I want to let them see all the things in your inbox.
That's a fair point. That's actually a really fair point.
But that doesn't do anything. Oh, it does. Okay, good.
Yeah. And then we're just gonna go like this for a second, and we're gonna go like that. Hey guys, it's so good to see you. Are you guys ready to hear this song? I think this is gonna be really, really good. You're gonna really enjoy this. I don't see it. Jeffrey from Jeffrey.
It's what I just sent to you.
From Jeffrey.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Down right there.
Right here.
Yep.
Boom. Suno. Folks,
All
here
right.
we go.
So this song is about how awkward is it to bowl. Every time you bowl, you're expected to turn around and make some sort of gesture, good or bad, related to what you just did. And folks, that's 20 times you have to do some little song and dance. Maybe more if you're good at bowling.
That's actually, you're F-dogged in the A. You're F-dogged in the A probably, but it's a good concept.
You know what I mean?
It's a good concept.
So here's a song about how awkward it is to bowl.
Here we go, folks.
Bowling nights, I've been in the lane. I feel a mix of joy and shame. Throw the ball, oh what a thrill, but the pressure's on. Gotta play the drill. I try to be cool as I take my shot, but inside I'm feeling oh so caught. I can't do the finger gun, it's too cliche. So I come up with a new just for today. Just for today.
Okay. Does the chorus pop?
It's too cliche, so I come up with a new move. Just for
It rerouted.
Wait, how did it do that?
It does that.
Well, it reroutes after it's done everything. Sometimes it does that too.
It does that too, yeah.
What? I wanted that chorus.
I know, I'm so sorry.
I wanted that chorus.
No.
Wait, let me do it. Let me sing it though.
You want to sing the chorus?
Yeah, let me sing it.
You want to sing
Let
it?
me sing it.
You're going to sing the chorus. It'll probably come back to the bowling shuffle. It'll probably come back to it. But is it worth it? Did we already get one chorus? Did we already
No,
get one
we
chorus?
didn't.
We didn't get any chorus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bowling shuffle. That's how we go. Spin around. Let your body flow. Awkwardly turn around. Own the ground. Bowling shuffle. Let the rhythm surround. Pretty bunk. Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. But it's pretty good. Here we go. We're gonna just kind of take one here. I have to pick one of these two. We're gonna.
The second one's always better. I'm remembering.
You think
yeah.
so? Okay.
I should have picked the second one.
Look in his eye, a stubborn soul. He won't comply, can't see the forest for the trees.
So this is a song about Jeff.
Oh, these are hard ones, please. He's got his pride held up so high. Won't back down.
And it's about Jeff holding the line on Suno.
He's got stretch in the tree.
I think you're projecting in this Suno song.
I will stand my ground.
The AI is free, John.
Yeah.
The AI is free.
AI is free.
The AI is just free, guy.
Suno.com.
Yeah, Suno.com. Like after a certain amount, you need to replenish credits, but you can make like 10 songs for free.
Yeah.
And it's $10 bucks a month.
You're welcome to join our account if you want. You can hop in our account.
Yeah, you can just hop in our account. So yeah, those are the 2 songs. I mean, what do you guys think? I think I guess should we stop it? Yours was. I had a better concept. Yours was funnier.
Yeah,
but again, like my concept is in a vacuum. You're again you're predicating your song on.
But it was about something. But it was about something that is that everyone can relate to.
Everyone being you?
No. Everyone can relate to having a stubborn friend.
Folks, this is the one and only episode of the That's Not Funny Comedy
That's
Podcast.
Not Funny Comedy.
It was a nice ride.
000, not 001, folks.
000. Triple O's, baby.
For a reason.
Chalk face.
Yeah.
Chalk face, baby. We love you, folks. It has been a fun time. This is kind of like this is a dry run, you know? This is a soft
Wait
open.
a second. The only vote we got in voted for your song.
Oh, biases aside, J-Man's song was more catchy. Wow. Okay, John, you both pleased me and maybe hurt me. Biases aside. So you're saying, listen, obviously I want to vote for Tyler because I'm biased towards him.
I wish that you could hit people
but
without hurting
J-Man's
them.
song was more like what? Biases aside. All right.
Maybe it's because I tried to go for Hank Hill. I think that what he's saying is my song was better, but yours was catchy.
Sure. No, I mean,
I
the thing
choose to
is,
believe that.
if there's something that I can take as disrespect, I'm gonna run with it.
You are,
and that's not funny. That's not funny. It's
Comedy
a deep
podcast.
insecurity. No, John, I love you, and I appreciate the vote, and you know, I never want to see you again.
Hey, there you go.
Folks, no, we are a comedy podcast for you to enjoy. We hope you did tonight. We're gonna be doing this every single Friday, and then they're gonna be popping out on Mondays.
Popping out VODs on Mondays.
We're only doing one a week. When we did the
doing
brew,
one a
we were
week.
doing two, but we're trying to keep it real with the music and the podcast.
trying to
and
catch a little bit
We're
of
trying to
everything
make it still.
Love you too, John. Thanks for popping in.
John, you
And
are
whoever
a
YouTube
goddamn
ghost
mensch,
viewers are,
and I
we
really hope to
love
see
ya.
you soon.
We love you. That's not
Funny Comedy
Comedy
Podcast. Good night.